Okay, hello everyone. Can you see me and hear me? Let's see if you're on the chat. Find your way over to the chat. Good to see everyone. I believe some people are still joining. I see them in the waiting room, so people are coming in. If you're on the chat, say hello, and we'll make sure that all is working technically before we begin. Very good to see everyone. Yes, I see people are being added. Okay. Hi there. Yes, Anna, very excited as well. Okay, so I'm assuming you can see me and hear me okay, and the presentation, yes? And if you're on, please say hello. I see we have Dodo and Harold and Hendrian and Jenna and Jerome and Juan and Pam and William. Good evening from a very hot Johannesburg. Wow, Hendrian. Yes, good evening indeed. Hi, William. Hi, Harold. Hello, hello. Fantastic. Okay, I see some more people are coming in, so well done to you guys for being on time. I want to let one or two people in because of the LinkedIn connection. So they had to go to the LinkedIn page and then to the Zoom. So for some people, it's a little bit of a new way to join us. So I'm just giving it an extra minute or two. Hi, Dodo. Hello. Fantastic. Yeah, here we go. I see more people are joining us. Okay. Hi, Jenna. Very good to have you on. Okay, so I'm just going to give it another 1 minute, and then no matter what, we're going to jump right in and get started. Yes, here we go. Some more people are being added. So as we go, I'll add people as they come. All right, today's webinar is super powerful and important. It's the key to your income, literally. And income doesn't just mean money. Income is anything you want. It's love, it's appreciation, it's growth, it's a healthy body. All that is income. So today we're going to be covering that, and that's why it's really the key for your life and for everything you ever wanted, and that's not an exaggeration. So here we go. Let's jump right in. Some people don't know me. I'm going to go over this in 30 seconds. Who am I? I'm Israeli, South African, American, mixed into one. This accent is a combination of all of them. I was born in Cape Town, grew up in the States, and my family's Israeli. I've created successful businesses. I'm a husband, brother, son, friend to many. I'm a traveler, foodie, and I love martial arts. And by the way, all this and who I am is not what's important. What's important is the data that you need to evaluate. But just for anyone who doesn't know who they're joining here, it gives you a little bit of a background. Okay, while I know it sounds cheesy, what I love most is to help others. That's really my purpose. And that's really what we're doing here today, is giving you tools that I'm sure you've never heard before. And one way that I'll be helping you today is that whoever stays to the very end will be getting a present from me worth 8,500 Rand, which is about $400. But you need to stay to the end. Okay, a few agreements. Firstly, nothing I say today is true unless it's true for you. You need to evaluate it, and you need to make sure that it's really true, and otherwise it's not true. Just because I say it doesn't make it true. Do I have your agreement on that you will evaluate it to make sure it's true for you? Use the chat, say yes, let me know that you're here. I want to make sure that you're with me on this, because these are the principles that will take us through the day. Yes, agreed, yes. Awesome. Thank you, Pam. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, William. Excellent. Hi, Mariah. Awesome, Jenna. Perfect. Good. Now, this is not a typical webinar. It requires your attention, participation, and drilling. It actually requires you to be active on the chat, to have a look at the questions I ask, to be involved, and that's where you'll get the value. So do I have your agreement on that? We can practice point number 2 with a little yes in the chat. Excellent. Yes, perfect. Okay, fantastic. Good. If you don't understand something, stop me. You just need to say, hold on, explain that again, and I will with pleasure, with great pleasure. Okay? Number 4, your interaction is vital for all of us. Why do I say it's vital for all of us? Because based on what you say, I'll listen and I'll give you examples and things to fit your ears, to fit your knowledge, and to make sure that it actually is true for you. and it will help everyone. Usually, if one person has a question, many others had that same question. So please interact. And fifth, what I teach you is not new. You already know it. So you take a piece of information I say, you evaluate it based on something you already know, and you say, yes, that's true, or no, it's not. If I tell you that this is a pen, you already know what this is. And by that, you can tell me, no, that's not true. It's an iPhone. So you actually always know what you get presented with. You first know, and then you evaluate. So you already know it. Okay, it's very interesting, but everything I teach you, you already know. Now, the last thing I want you to do is a quick drill. Some people have done it, some people haven't. And so I'd like you to do it even if you've done it. I'm going to count to 3. And on 3, you're going to inhale. And all you're doing is seeing how long you can inhale for. Not how long you can hold your breath, but how long you can just inhale until you can't inhale any longer. And you'll be feeling like, oh, I got to breathe out now. So on the count of 3, you're going to do that. And you'll time yourself in your head, on a phone, on your watch. And you'll tell me how many seconds in the chat you could inhale for before you had to breathe out. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Take a deep breath in. Until you feel you need to exhale. And for me, for example, it was about 4 seconds. Mariah, 5 seconds. Excellent. Yes. 5 seconds. Hi, Callan. Exactly. Good. 11 seconds. Very good. 7, 10, 10. Good. 10. Excellent. 5, 25, 10. Good. Why did we do that? Why did I have you do that drill? Why? For those who already know, you don't need to say, but for anybody who is doing this for the first time, why would we be doing this drill of inhaling first? Why? What is that? Any idea why that's important to do at the beginning of a webinar? Let me know. I'll give you a second to type. Many people have said, you know, this is a really important exercise to center yourself. Yeah, Hendrian says to calm our mind and get focused. Yes, I had one person say it, that the reason we're doing this is because I'm about to take your breath away. So we have to take a deep breath in first. Because you can't only inhale, you have to exhale. That's right, Pam. Exactly. Exactly. Yes, very cute. Exactly. So yeah, keep us engaged in present time. Yeah, so the whole reason that we do this is actually not because I'm going to take your breath away, even though I might. And it's not because of anything to do with being centered. It's simply a demonstration to show you that just like you inhale, you have to exhale. If you take in information, that's a form of an inhale. I'm talking to you. As I'm talking to you right now, you're inhaling the information I'm giving you. You then have to exhale or you'll choke. You have to breathe out. And that breathing out, the way we do that is on the chat. The way we do that is by you taking a drill or a question I asked and participating. Otherwise, you just sit there inhaling the webinar, sitting in front of a screen, and you choke out and start daydreaming, and you don't get the benefit from this webinar. So the chat is our way to, I'm talking, you inhale, and then you exhale, and I'll inhale your answers. So do I have your agreement on that, to inhale and exhale? In other words, what I'm basically telling you is use the chat so that you don't choke out and get bored. Are you with me? Just give me a little yes, yes. Hi, Abba, hi, Mayor. Yes, excellent. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Very good. Very, very good exhales here, guys. Very good. Okay. So I'll start with a question, okay? I want to start with a question that was first asked in 1938 to 724 people of all walks of life. One of them became the president of the United States, by the way. And I want you to write me in the chat. This is the question. Write me in the chat. If you want to be rich, go ahead and tell me. Do you want to be rich? Me. Yeah. Good. And this is part of a major study. This is how they began it. Okay. Me. Yes. Good. And what about famous? Rich and famous. Filthy rich. Exactly. Mwahaha. Oh, yeah. 100%. Good. Me. No. Okay, Pam. Good. Me. Me. Yeah. Maybe. Okay. Good, Dodo. Good. Yes. Okay. Other than those that have the gene of shyness, which overtook their spirit, because I see some people didn't respond here, it was found that more than 80% of all people want to be rich and or famous. In other words, 4 out of 5 people will tell you, yes, I'd like to be rich or famous. You can see that based on the numbers here on the chat. Very good, Jenna. Very good, Michael. Yes. Great, Harold and Poonam. Excellent. Now, why? Why would most people want to be rich or famous? Why that beingness? A beingness is who you are being, who you want to be, who you consider yourself as. Why? Why would people want to be rich or famous? Why do you want to be rich or famous? Freedom. Okay, but why freedom? Yeah, why? Why do you want the freedom? Why do people want to be rich or famous? Why do you want to be rich or famous? And really look at why. So you say freedom, okay, but tell me more. What's the important part around being rich or famous for most people in society today? I'm sure that many of you are typing, so I'll give it a bit. Do what you want to do. Good, Anthony, but why? I want to be able to do whatever I want, and having money and knowing people can help you get there. Okay, fantastic. I understand. And why do you want to be able to do whatever you want? Never have to worry about money. Okay, why is money a worry? Tell me why. Financial freedom, have the platform to help others. Okay, I understand. Good, Jenna. Tell me more. Money and fame helps to help others. Very good, Mayor, but tell me why. Tell me why. I want to know more. Poonam, I don't want an adjustment life. Okay, explain what you mean a little bit more. Happiness and to be content and help others be themselves. Good, so you can create without barriers. Good. Happiness, fun, more control about life. Very good. Okay, excellent. To have more choices and experiences, but most importantly, to help others have more life, experience life. Okay, fantastic. For no reason at all. Very nice, Harold. Very nice. That's good. Help is my basic purpose, so I want to help, and money and fame assists. Yeah, I like that. Very good. That's a great answer. I want to no longer be a slave to an old system. I want to help others with knowledge and experience. Very nice, Pam. Excellent. Okay, good. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, this session, and you're welcome, Mayor, Stina, to have a fuel, the vehicle for impacting community and world, to live comfortably. Very nice. Okay, in this session, you will discover the key to health, longevity, happiness, and wealth. Before I tell you, let me ask you, what do you think that key to life is? What is the one key to being healthy? What's the one key to living a long life? What's the one key to be happy every day, waking up happy? What's the one key to being wealthy? What's the one key to being wealthy? And by the way, wealth is not just money wealth, yes? A good relationship with your body, love, true love and acceptance of self. Okay, good, very good. The choice to do so, excellent. Okay, you'll find it's, convert to Judaism, exactly. Once you're Jewish, you have health, wealth, and longevity, 100%. Very good, great, Jenna. Excellent. Okay, let's have a look at what it is. Let's have a look at what it really is. The key to life is one thing: healthy relationships. That's it. Now, there's no more and no less than that, but obviously there's a massive study around it, which we're going to get to, and explaining why that is. But what you need to know is healthy relationships is the key. Okay? Everyone with me so far? Yes, good. Now, this is the one thing that you understand, relationships is the one thing based on this study, okay? And that's what's amazing. So let's have a look. Why is that? Let's see why. Relationships control all parts of life, okay? When you see a healthy, strong person, you're looking at a person that has a healthy and strong relationship with their body. Yeah, you see somebody that looks good, that has stamina, that takes care of themselves, and you immediately know, wow, yeah, they have a good relationship with their body. However, when you see a sick, weak person, you're looking at a person that has a sick and weak relationship with their body. Yes, for sure. Makes sense. Yes, good. Very good. When you see a happy and active person, you're looking at a person that has a healthy and strong relationship with their barriers. Somebody that's active doesn't consider their barrier something that stops them. They consider the barrier a part of the game. They consider the barrier something that is exciting and part of life. They have a good relationship with their barriers. It's not something that gets in their way. And so they can be healthy and strong and they can be active. Yes, I can see that. I like that. Yeah, it's amazing. Now, when you see an unhappy, lazy person, you're looking at a person that has a sick and weak relationship with their barriers. They resist their barriers. They don't like their barriers. It's very similar to somebody who has a sick and weak relationship with their spouse. They are lazy around them. They don't create. In the same way, that's how it is with barriers. And that's why you see them lazy and unhappy. Love to have a good relationship with their barriers. Yes, wow. Yeah, it is wow. Absolutely. Now, when you see a successful, wealthy, not just in money, person, you're looking at a person that has a healthy and strong relationship with the truth. They are constantly alert, clever. Clever means the ability to recognize truth. They are always able to find, that's true, that's not. And because they're always noticing the truth, they don't operate off of fake realities. A fake reality is a piece of information you're 100% sure is right. But when you use it, it doesn't bring you the expected results. Any area of your life that you don't have the expected results in, you need to know you're operating off of a piece of information that is a fake reality. Somebody successful and wealthy in many parts of life has a great relationship with the truth. Never thought of it this way. Wow. Yes. Wow. True. Wow. Truth. Nicely said. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Good. Now, when you see a failing poor person, you're looking at a person that has a sick and weak relationship with the truth. You can see that. Yes. Now, wherever you find real prosperity and success, you find healthy and strong relationships. You can see that? Does that make sense? Are you looking at it a little bit differently than before we started? Amazing. Yes, I've seen this. Yes, yes. Yeah, great. Very good, Jenna. Excellent, Pam. Great, Anthony. Great, Dodo. 100% Harold. Very, 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 very good. And of course, wherever you find pain and failure, you find sick and weak relationships. Is this true for you? Now go ahead and exhale. Even if you've already exhaled, you can again say yes. Yeah, I'm looking at it a bit differently now. Very good, Jenna. This is true. Good, Poonam. Great, William. Mayor. Fantastic. Harold. Callan. Excellent. True for me. Very true. I can see this. Excellent. Excellent. Now, I want to tell you that you and I are not the only ones that claim that this is the case. Okay? We can see it. There's some others that can too. I want to tell you about the longest running study ever found in the history of man, which I kind of touched upon earlier. But first, before I tell you, I want to ask you, what is the best investment in the universe? What's the best investment? You know, people look at crypto, they consider the stock market, they consider real estate, they consider investing in a person and a friend's business. What do you think is the best use of your investment? Time, yeah, very good. Health, yeah, people say I should invest in my health, 100%. Yeah, very good. Very good. People saying in ourselves, very smart. Hi, Juan. Yes. Good, Michael. Pam. Okay, good. Many people lose when they invest. I don't know if you've noticed that. They find it complicated and they don't know where or how. Many of my students come to me and say, listen, I've got some money in savings. I'm looking to invest it. I finally saved some money. Should I put it into real estate? Should I put it into crypto? Should I take a course on how to trade stocks? And many people then lose that money. Most investments get lost. Yes, Poonam, very true. True learning. Yes, William. Yeah. I'm sure you've seen that most friends, even yourself, the investment often is either complicated or gets lost. Yes, are you with me so far? Or you don't know what to do with your money. You might have some and you're stuck with you. Yeah. Thank you, by the way, Poonam. And very good, Anthony. Very good, Anna. Yeah. Yeah. Invest in truth. Yes. Good. Now, the reason that this happens is that they're trying to solve the wrong problem. What do you think is the wrong problem here? Why do you think most people lose when they invest? Because it's easy to say, yes, I can see that. It's easy to say, I need to invest in myself. But what's the real problem? Because I want to tell you, the problem is not where to invest or how to invest. So what do you think is the actual problem? Knowledge. Okay, tell me more, Hendrian. Tell me a bit more. Blame others for why it goes wrong. True, that's one of the manifestations once it goes wrong. But what's the root of the problem? Good question. Yes, Eva. What do you think it is? Self-worth issues. It's no help for others. Yeah. Okay, good. They don't know the full picture and are looking for a quick fix. Very good. But what's the root of it? What is something that they can do something about it? Lack of skills. Yeah, I understand. Lies, true, but quite general. Not understanding. Yeah. I want to give you another layer to it, and it'll give you another kind of answer, although it's not yet the full answer, but you'll get the picture soon. So here's what it is. The problem is how you evaluate investments. Okay, that's the first layer to the answer. They don't know how to evaluate, is it really a good investment or not? Imagine you are an expert in evaluating investments. You would never lose and you would know exactly where to put your money, yes? But that's the first layer. Research, learn the best option. True, well, fake realities, yes. Yes, true, there's fake realities. But I want to tell you that the actual issue, the actual problem is how you evaluate life. How you evaluate life is the reason that you then have an issue with evaluating investments. If you have a viewpoint about life that all people are bad, and that's your viewpoint, that's how you evaluate life, all people are bad. Now, when you go to an investment, how do you think you're going to view that investment? Of course, you won't be able to evaluate it well. Can you see that? So there's an issue with a general viewpoint on how you look at the data that you get presented with or that you create in your life. Wow, powerful. Yes, true. Are you with me, guys? There's about 25 on. Yeah, this speaks volume. Very good. Yes. What I perceive. Yes. It's how you, not just how you perceive it, but how do you evaluate it? Yes, good, Jenna. Great, Mayor. Poonam. Stina, excellent. Good. Now, your evaluation of the quality of an investment is determined by the quality of your evaluation of life, which is determined by your mental state. If you have an amazing mental state, you will evaluate life beautifully. You will actually see the truth. You will have a good relationship with the truth, and therefore you'll have great relationships with investments. Does that make sense? But if you have a terrible mental state, you will have a terrible relationship with the truth, and therefore you have a terrible relationship with every investment that comes your way. You will habitually make the wrong decisions with your money and with where to invest. Yes, for sure. Oh, yes. Yeah. And it's therefore obvious that your mental state is what you need to invest in and nothing else, because that defines everything. You need to invest in you. That's what makes you seem lucky. That's what makes you seem powerful. That's what makes you seem like a magician. When you've invested in yourself, all of a sudden people say, he was lucky. Oh, he made it. Sure. Yes, Jenna, that's the right reaction. Sure. Exactly. 100%. The fundamentals, right. But me and you know that it's only because you invested in you, in your mental state. That's why you'll have that luck. That's why you'll have that power. That's why you'll be a magician. Investing in yourself is the best investment that you can make, period. I love magic too. Okay, are you with me? So the idea here is invest in yourself, and a lot, whatever it takes. Invest in yourself, not in crypto, not in real estate, not in the stock market, not in that next fad, not in the NFT. Invest in yourself. Yes, yes, very good. Excellent. Good. Now, who here has tried but failed to create a good relationship with a potential buyer? Somebody who you wanted them to be your client, they were your prospect. You tried to get them to buy from you, but it didn't go so well. Me, yes, me, 100%. Good. Who has had that same issue with an investor? You tried to create a good relationship with them. You really did all the things that you thought would impress them. You were sure that they were going to give you the money, but it didn't go so well. There was a failure with that relationship. Me, yes. Yes. And an investor doesn't have to be a big investor in your business. It could be somebody that just gave you some money to even work with you, to just give you some money for your product. Me. Yes. Yes. Good. What about a beautiful guy or girl you saw? Yeah, you heard about that in Australia. Exactly. Never, ever in South Africa. No. Has anybody tried to strike up a relationship with a beautiful guy or girl and it didn't go so well? They didn't end up liking you. You shot your shot, but you failed. Rejection. A colleague, your body, too many. Yes. Your staff, a particular part of your body, good relationship with your hair, good relationship with your skin, good relationships with friends. Yes, you see this, yes? Everyone, for sure, has had issues with their relationships. Very good, Dodo. Yes, yes, good. You're with me. Fantastic. Yeah. Being able to master relationships is a superpower. It's a happiness generator. It's a wealth creator, and it's a health accelerator. And you will see that soon in that study. With me. Good. Now, what would this superpower be worth for you financially? If you could strike up good relationships with anyone and maintain those relationships and expand those relationships and fix those relationships, what would it be worth for you? Like, how much money do you think that would make you? Amazing. Yes. Anything. Yeah. Have a look. Like this year alone, 2024, between January 2024 and the end of 2024, if you could actually have good relationships with whoever you chose, and some people you don't have to because you don't want to, but whoever you want, you will be a magician with relationships. What would that be worth? Actually confront it. Take a look. Financially, what would that mean for you? 1 million rand, 2 million rand, a month? Okay. Priceless, a lot, 5 million rand, unlimited. Yes. Per year. Yeah. Good. How much per year, Miriam? Endless. Give me a number. How much would it be worth for you? Take a look at it. Confront it. What if you could actually handle and have those relationships you tried to have? What would that be worth for you? Just this year alone, the relationships that failed, what would that be worth for you? 10 million a year, $1 million, millions. Yes. Yeah, 1 million, $20 million. Yeah, it's massive. It's a superpower. There's no question about it. I'm visioning a figure of 5 million a year. Excellent, Miriam. Excellent. Very good. Very good for confronting it and having a look at that. Well done. Good. This Friday, we're doing a live seminar in Cape Town, and it's also going to be streamed online, and it will give you the tools on the path to creating the best relationships you've ever had with anyone. Now, as you said, it can be worth millions, and it's usually costing about 8,900 Rand, only about $499 to get tools that are worth millions. That's this Friday. I just wanted to let you know about that. You should join. Okay, now back to the study. In 1938, the most comprehensive research in history started, and it continues up to now. Everyone's with me, yes? I didn't lose anyone along the way. You're following what I'm saying, yeah? Yes, with me. Okay, good. Very good. Okay. Following. Great. Thanks, Jenna. Thanks, Tina. Thanks, Mariah. Perfect. Good. So the most comprehensive research in history started. Like, nobody has done this type of study ever, and it's unlikely that it will happen again. It's a real study. You can go look it up. Okay. 724 people, about 60, which are still alive, with 4 generations of researchers. They follow these people for 4 generations. They now study the more than 2,000 children of those in the study. So they took the first 724 people. They've had about 2,000 children. They're continuing to monitor them to this day. After 75 years of research, the 4th director of the study, the Harvard Medical School researcher, Professor Robert Waldinger, published his findings in a TED Talk. Again, you can look it up. It was found that healthy and strong relationships always result in happiness, health, and wealth. They wanted to find what is the common denominator between all these people from all walks of life, different countries. Some were poor, some were rich, some had high potential, some didn't. And they thought maybe it would be how their parents treated them. Maybe it would be the money that they started with. Maybe it would be the country they were born in. Maybe it would be the opportunities that came to them along the way. Maybe it would be their culture. Maybe it would be their religion. And what they found, the only common denominator, was how strong and how healthy their relationships were. That's what defined their happiness, health, and wealth. It's the only common denominator. Wow, amazing. Yes, it really is wow. Now, I think you'll agree that it's an amazing, powerful, and life-changing research. And as Anna's saying, yes, it seems so simple. Like, all you have to do is create some good relationships and you've made it in life. Like, if this research is true, great, I'll go and create some relationships, right? Like, quite obvious, almost too good to be true. That's it. So simple. But a few seconds of looking, you just have a look around you and you see that most people are unable to achieve it. Most people struggle with their relationships, romantically, physically. They struggle with their staff. They struggle with their friends. They struggle with all kinds of areas of relationships. It's not as simple as it seems. Simple principle, but yet as humans, we have made things difficult. Yeah, we've made things difficult, but really, we haven't learned how to do it. It's not difficult. Anything that is difficult, it simply means you haven't yet learned. At the beginning, it was very difficult to drive. Now you drive and you text and you eat and you do your makeup all at the same time. So it's only difficult when you haven't yet learned. So most people haven't learned. Big mess around. So powerful, so true. Yes, yes. Most people seem to ignore the fact that relationships are so important. They just sort of try to find every reason for their lack of wealth, happiness, and health, because they say it's anything but my relationships. It's probably because I wasn't born to the right family. They come up with some excuse. Have you seen that before? Yes? Oh yeah, Miriam. Yeah, yeah, exactly. For sure. Very good. How come this research was almost totally ignored by mankind? What do you think it is? Why do you think that most people don't actually follow that research? They don't actually take and say, I need to improve my relationships. Why do you think that is? So they did this research and they found you need good relationships, and they told the whole world about it. It's one of the most viewed TED Talks on the planet. Why do you think people ignored it? Too simple. Yeah, it is too simple, but why? Why is it too simple? There's a lot of false data around relationships and it got confusing. Okay, very good. Very good. Tell me more. Have a look. Why do you think it is? Why do you think that you have something that's amazing research, but there's a big problem in it? What do you think it is? What's the big problem with this research? Amazing, amazing, but there's a basic flaw here. Most people didn't want to confront their relationships. They operate on fake realities. They don't know how. Very good, very good. Okay, any idea? And by the way, one way you can exhale is you can say, wow, I don't know. You can just comment and say, no idea. You can say, please tell me the answer. You can say click next, so you give us the answer. Anything, just give me what you're currently thinking. Any exhale is better than none. No tools to reach it. Very good. Tell me yes. Please give me the answer. They don't know the importance. Good, Dodo. Too close to home because relationships is huge. Very good. So let's have a look. Now, before I'll answer that question, let's have a look. How do you create a healthy and strong relationship? How can anyone create it? Like, what are some of the options to create healthy and strong relationships? Because of general agreements that it's complicated, something or someone else is the reason. Good, Eva. Good, very good. Pride, communication, good communication, more communication, very good. Good communication, yes. What are some of the ways that you can kind of be accelerated into having a healthy and strong relationship? Be supportive and interested, communication and understanding, by the best mental health. Good. I'll give you the first one and it'll give you the idea. Okay. You can be born to the right family. Okay. If you're born into the right family, it's going to be pretty easy for you to have some good and healthy and strong relationships. Yes. So what are some other ways that you think that people can kind of be accelerated into having healthy and strong relationships? Listening, communication, and helping people, being nice and kind to people with a purpose to help. Very good. Constant communication and put in effort. Very good. Respecting all the other viewpoints. That's very nice. Yes. Very good. Kindness. Nice, Jerome. Okay, let's have a look. So we said option one is being born to the right family. Okay. While this is not a solution as to how you do it, yes, it certainly works in many cases. Okay. If you were born to Jeff Bezos's family or Elon Musk's family or Bill Gates' family, you probably have some really strong relationships. It doesn't exactly tell us the way to do it from the bottom up, but it's a way to get there. Are you with me? Yeah. Yes. Good. Good. Yeah. If you are born to a rich, connected family that at the same time is sane and has relationships which are strong and healthy, then you made it, right? Like, it's not just the fact that they're right in terms of wealth, but they're also sane and they're good parents and they have a good relationship between themselves and they give you love and they support you in the right places and guide you in the right places. So if you really struck that jackpot, you made it. However, it's almost impossible to find such a family. And for that reason, it's kind of a no-go. It is an option. People use it, but it's overall not how we do it. And it's not the way to do it long-term. Right. With me, yes? Wow. Yeah. Good. Good. Excellent. Option two, you can be extremely talented in an art or craft. So if you have an amazing ability, like, for example, we have Callan here, okay, who is one of the best violinists on the planet, and he's extremely talented. And because of that, it's one way that he creates amazing relationships. Of course, he has amazing attributes that are far beyond even his high talent, but his ability to be an artist will naturally bring you in. Okay, you're very welcome, Callan. But the average person, me included, doesn't have an extreme talent in an art or craft. The average person doesn't have that natural accelerator. Okay, now this is something you can learn. It must be nurtured from a very early age, which means your parents must be able to recognize the talent and help you perfect it. The end result is the admiration for your abilities are so high that you'll have a good starting point. Okay, if you're very, very talented, like an amazing painter, an amazing actor, a comedian, a musician, people will admire you. But it means you need to start very early, and it means that somebody had to recognize that, most likely your parents. Okay? Yet, while it will allow you to create relationships and become wealthy, in most cases, since the relationships do not last, you will become unhappy, unhealthy, and you will not consider yourself a success. Look at the majority of celebrities. I know many celebrities personally, and I can tell you that they suffer from depression and anxiety and worries, and they're not in a condition with the best possible relationships. And the relationships that they do have don't always last long term. They usually don't, in fact. Okay, so it's good, but they still need to know how to create the relationships. Are you with me? Very true. Very true. Yes. 100%. Good. Yes. Good. Good. There are two more options coming. Two more options. And by the way, don't forget, if you stay to the end of this webinar, I have a big present for you. So stay tuned because it's going to be amazing. Option 3, you can be extremely good looking. This is something that I have, for example. And so I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You can be extremely good looking. You'll see that, for example, you have people that are just absolutely striking. Some of the biggest celebrities in the world, some of the movie stars, they're just striking. And anywhere they go, they're just wow. And people want to give them opportunities and they want to put them on the silver screen and they want to take photos of them. And somehow they have an in with almost everyone. Yes, exactly, Harold. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you. Yes, funny and true. Yes, exactly. Well, thank you. Yes. So you can be extremely good looking. It is, honestly, it's an option, okay? But this is an accident of birth and it's short-lived. Eventually, the looks will fade. And much like extreme talent, it does not work in the long run because it still doesn't tell you how. It still doesn't give you the way to fix. It still doesn't give you the way to maintain. Money makes you beautiful. Not always one. Maybe it can do some cosmetic things, but it's not the solution. Now, there is another option. There's the fourth option. I told you that the fourth option is coming. Callan, imagine being good looking, talented, and born to Elon's family, winning. Exactly. That's just what we all need. And then we don't need to learn even how. That'll be fine. Exactly. Okay, so there's a fourth option. Let me just quickly tell you, I told you that I'll tell you about Friday's seminar. I want to give you some information about it in under 60 seconds. Okay, and then we'll get to the fourth option. This Friday, November 24th, we're doing a seminar live in Cape Town and it's streamed online. I told you that. It's usually 8,900 Rand, which is about $499 per person. That's what we would usually charge for that, if not more. It's at 7:30 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time, 2:30 South Africa time, and it's going to be 3.5 hours. So it's going to go until 6 p.m. in South Africa, and it's going to go until about 11 in the morning in the United States. And if you're in another time zone, you'll figure it out according to those. It will give you the tools on the path to creating the best relationships you've ever had with anyone, guaranteed, or your money back. And by the way, if you can't make it at that time, you can still buy it and you will get a recording. And by the way, don't forget to collect your present by the end of this webinar. I just want to remind you. Okay, I really hope you can make it. So that's just some information for that. I'm so excited for this one. Yes, me too. It's going to be amazing. I've seen what's coming there. You do not want to miss it. You cannot afford to miss it. Okay. Everyone still here? Everyone ready for option number 4? Yes, good. Exciting. Yes, it is, Pam. Here, let's go. Excellent. Good. You can marry wealth. That's another option. It may make you wealthy, but if that was your purpose for the marriage, much like winning the lottery, you may end up wealthy, but you will not be happy nor wealthy. Most people that win the lottery go bankrupt within 2 years. There's some crazy stat, and it's true. You can look it up. Just like that, you might have won the lottery by marrying this person, but there's not going to be any happiness, nothing genuine, and you won't be happy for sure. And eventually you will not be wealthy. You will ruin it all. Yes, sign me up. Yes, good. Now, regardless, this is not an option for 99.9% of people. We know there's only the top 1% that has money. And even if you want to get to them, there's a 0.001% chance. So again, this isn't the way to really build relationships, but those are the top 4 reasons that people say. Okay, so what is the solution? What is the solution? Any idea? What's the real way to create, maintain, and fix relationships? Being interested and fascinated with others, in love with everything and everybody around you? Question mark. Good, William. It's a good question. It's a good question. Have a look and see if that will actually bring you that, because you can be very interested in people. You can be fascinated with them, You can be in love with them and they aren't in love with you. They aren't interested in you and they aren't fascinated with you. So will they invest in you? No. Will they date you? No. Will your body give you what you want out of it? No. Learn the truth. Friday seminar, correct. I have no idea. Join the seminar on Friday. That's true. Jenna, that's very good and very smart answer. That's totally fine. See them as our allies. Okay. But a lot of times you go to a potential client, you want to sell them something and you really see them as your ally. You want them to buy from you. You're their ally. But then they say, I'll think about it. And no relationship was formed. They didn't buy. You see, there's a problem here. This is why the whole study has been ignored, because people hear about relationships, but they don't have the real solution and nothing comes of it. Help, okay? I don't know if you mean that you need to help them or if you want my help, but let me give you a bit more, okay? Before I give you the solution, let me tell you a bit more about myself, just a little bit more information, because while this is honestly not really important, as you need to evaluate the data, not me, it will show you how I came to know this information, which you will be learning too. That's the only reason I'm telling you about me. It has nothing to do with who I am. It's just at the end of the day, what I say. But the story of where I came from and how I got to here today will explain to you everything you need to know. Because you won't only learn it, you will learn how to apply it. So let me tell you a little bit about me. Okay, I run a finance business that handles millions of dollars monthly. Okay, it's called Empower Funding, and it's a massive business based here in South Africa. I have properties and hotels. We have an amazing hotel. You can look it up. It's one of the highest rated hotels in the country, and we have another one on the way. I've been throwing the most famous music festivals in the country for 10 years. This is me and my wife 9 years ago. This is when we kind of were already grown and big. We were seeing 40,000 people a year, okay? At that time, when I was about 23, we were already seeing about 40,000 people a year. Wow, yes, I know, it's wild to look back on. And we were doing events all across the country. Yes, Callan has been to many, the best festivals. Thank you. Really, our festivals became a household name, okay? I'm married to my beautiful wife, Mariah, and we have one of the most beautiful marriages. Thank you, Anna. Yes. And Mariah is on here as well. She's truly the best supporter and the jackpot of wives and just of people in general. Anybody that knows her they say that they're lucky to have her as a friend. Mwah, I love you, babers. Yes, Callan can confirm, true, the best couple ever. Thank you. Thank you, Jenna. Thank you, Poonam. Yes. In fact, our podcast, The Adventure Continues, is all about relationships, and we've accumulated thousands of downloads, and we have more to come. Now we want to make it into videos, and it's really become a massive success and just focuses on relationships. So tune in, look up The Adventure Continues on all platforms. We're on Spotify, we're on Apple Podcasts, we're everywhere. My siblings consider me the ideal brother. Don't ask them. I'm saying that they consider me the ideal brother. I'm perfect in every way to them. And it's just the truth. So no, but really, we have an amazing relationships, truly. Thank you, Pam. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. I do Krav Maga. It's a very aggressive, hardcore, full contact form of self-defense. And I do that several times a week, twice a week. So it's one of my passions is Krav Maga, one of the best self-defense, highly recommended for anyone to do. I'm a free diver, okay? I live in Cape Town and Florida, and I have many powerful and beautiful friends, not just powerful in their businesses, but they're powerful people. I have really, really, really good people around me. Thank you, Poonam. Yes. Now, oh, hold on, I'm just letting somebody in here. Absolute best people. Yes, we have the best friends. True, Mariah. True. Now, most importantly, I help tens of thousands of people on a daily basis. Literally, the videos we put out, the social media content that we put out, the webinars, the coaching that we do has an effect on literally tens of thousands of people on a daily basis. As I said, my passion more than anything is to help people. Very proud to call you a friend. Thank you, Callan. I really appreciate that. And I feel the exact same. You know it. I am wealthy, not just in money, happy, and I'm healthy. But, and here's the big but, and this is the point, it was not always like this, not even close. At the age of 19, I lost my USA visa and I got to Cape Town where I knew practically no one. It's a long story, but long story short, I was living in the US up until the age of 19. At 19, all of a sudden, I couldn't go back. I went to renew my US visa, so I had to leave the country, and they said, you can't come back, you can't come home. I had plans, I had friends, I had birthdays, I had work that I wanted to do. I had all these things and everything was crushed. In a second, I end up in Cape Town, in a city. I thought that it was terrible here. I didn't know how I found myself here. Everybody that I met, that I knew no one at the beginning, but as I met people, I couldn't connect to them. It was hard to make friends. And I started here from practically zero. I had my grandparents here. I was living with them. But other than that, I was on my own. I was on my own financially. Okay. I didn't get money from my dad, but he told me that he would give me knowledge. That's what he said. He said, look, what you'll get is knowledge. That knowledge is what will give you control, and the control will give you income. He said, that's what you're going to get. I'll teach you, but now you need to go and apply it. You need to learn, Gal. You need to learn. And when you learn, you'll be able to get yourself out of anything, anywhere. Now, it would take me 3.5 years before I got to go home to my family. I didn't see my siblings for 3.5 years. I didn't get to see my parents for about 1.5 years at a time. They came to visit me occasionally, but I was on my own here, living with my grandma, trying to meet people. It was a very weird time. I was stuck here, literally. I couldn't go back to my whole life, 12 years from the age of 6 to 19. You understand? It's like a long time that I was unable to go back. Learning is a key component indeed, yes. Now, in that time, I would go to a kid. I was literally a kid. I was 19, and up until then, I was relying on my parents. I just finished high school, and I would go in 3.5 years to be independent, fully, and successful. Actually, totally successful. Yes, it was wild, and it was a shock. I made it, and I made it due to only one reason. There was only one reason. How? What do you think it is? What do you think was the one reason that I was able to go from knowing no one, having not more than a friend or two, to doing festivals that saw 40,000 people a year coming to my festivals, to making parties that were household names? You can go to almost anyone in South Africa that's currently between the age of 20 and 45, I would say, and tell them the festival We Love Summer, and 8 out of 10 will tell you, yes, I know them. I know that festival. Learn the truth, knowledge, building relationships, form new festivals, knowledge, yes. But what was it? How? So you get knowledge. I told you, my dad gave you knowledge. That's not the full answer. There is something here. Mental clarity and relationships. Sure, I had that. The result was mental clarity. The result was relationships. But how did I do it? From going from no mental clarity to mental clarity, from going to no relationships to relationships. How did I form new relationships? Many people end up in a country like Cape Town, a city like Cape Town, or a new country, and they don't exactly make it. Okay. You understand? There was something here. So how? I'll give you the answer. First of all, the way I did it is with the data that you will learn this Friday. Okay, really, that's the full answer. But the general answer is that I literally learned how to create, maintain, and correct relationships and how to apply it to my life. That's what I learned. How do I actually go out there and make sure that the relationships I form are long-term, that the relationships I form are deep, that the relationships I form bring me business partnerships, bring me sponsorships. I went and I brought sponsorships from every major brand you can think of: Red Bull, Jack Daniels, Ray-Ban sunglasses, Pisbin sunblock, you name it. Almost every alcohol company has sponsored our festivals. I went and met with the reps. I formed relationships from knowing no one, yes? The way that happened is because I had to learn it. And then I went and did it. And then I applied it. You understand? There was some literal investment in me. And that's what it took. I put in the time to learn. Wow. Amazing story. Well done. Thank you. Yes, this is amazing. Yeah. Wow, wow, wow. Thank you. Yeah. Because relationships can be such a big deal. Yes, they can. Amazing. Thank you, Harold. Yes. So look, you need to be there this Friday. You really need to be there this Friday. In fact, you've already started. You have a head start because you're into the subject now. You're already doing the first step just by being here on this webinar. Well done for making it. Many were invited. Few showed up. So well done for showing up. I can guarantee that anyone that will be there this Friday will learn to create a life as beautiful as mine and that of my students, and it's doable. You can do it. You just need to invest in yourself. You need to learn. The wealth, the health, and happiness is simply the profit of your smart investment in yourself. Are you with me? More amazing. Thank you, Harold. Yes. Good. Thank you. Very good. Excellent. Thank you, Jenna. Okay, Pam. Great, Poonam. Anita, excellent. Anthony, fantastic. Great, William. Very good. Very, very good. I can also guarantee that it requires you to show up, invest in yourself, and participate. It's not just sit back and watch a webinar, or it doesn't just mean to watch the recording. By the way, showing up can also mean you bought it and now you're watching the recording. Well done. Do that, but then participate even in the recording. Be part of the drills. Use it and apply it. Don't just buy it and show yourself in the room and sit. You need to do something with it. I was active when I got the knowledge. I'm looking forward to Friday. Yes, Jenna, I'm very much looking forward to having you there. Kelly, the best investment you can ever make is the investment you make in yourself. True, very true. The main thing I realized around the age of 20, which was when my life completely changed, was right around 20, is that to be successful, anyone must learn how to create friendships for life. I knew that's the skill I need to create. Now, to sign up, it's gprosperity.com/relationships. Okay. It's on Friday, November 24th, 2 days from now, live in Cape Town and streamed online, or you can get the recording. As I gave you the times, you can have a look here. By the way, I have a little bit more to tell you, so don't leave yet. I have a little more to tell you about the subject. Some more data I want you to know. You will learn to create, maintain, and fix most friendships or relationships, and therefore be happier, healthier, and wealthier. And that's guaranteed. If not, you'll get a full refund. And here's your present. And we have 1 or 2 more slides after this, and I just want to teach you a couple more things that you can take away with you. Okay? I'm actually going to give you 2 presents. The first is that instead of the 8,900 Rand, which is $499 for Friday, I'm giving this to you at only 350 Rand if you buy it online. And that's going to be the price for the recording if you can't make it, which is $19, and as low as $190 in person, 190 Rand in person, which is $10. So that's 8,500 Rand discount. So it's not going to be $499. It's going to be $10 for you. That's the present. That's the present we're giving to the world right now, because most people, everyone needs this information. And we found it to be so valuable that we wanted to make it affordable for everyone so everyone can get this information. But the second present and the real present is that which I'm going to give you, is the profit that will result from you investing in you. By me insisting that you be there, by me actually demanding that you show up, I'm giving you a present, because there's so many reasons not to. There's so many reasons not to get the recording. There's so many reasons to just do something else and instead take the time to do something else. But the real reason, the real present, is to make sure you're there, to make sure you watch. Thank you. I won't be able to make it in person, but how do we purchase it online? Same thing. You go to gprosperity.com/relationships. When you go to buy the ticket, just buy the online version. And then you will write to us. We'll see you bought the online version and you'll get a recording. So it's still 350 Rand, which is $19. And then you get a recording. So claim your present. Go there and claim your present. You're very welcome, Callan. Very, 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 very welcome. Okay, now I want to give you a bit more. Okay, How do you like it so far? We're supposed to end now at 9. I'm going to give you 5 or 10 more minutes of data. I love it. Love it. Excellent. Good. 3.5 hours of life-changing information for only 190 Rand. This is a no-brainer. I'll be there on Friday. Great, Anna. Fantastic. Yes, very cool, Anthony. Amazing. Yes, it is. It really is. Good. So most people don't realize that relationships is actually a body of knowledge. That fact is actively hidden from you. People don't want you to actually know that it's a body of knowledge that you can learn. They prefer for you to think that it's a million other things. You're chemically imbalanced. You don't know the right people. Your network is your net worth. All that stuff is wonderful, but they don't tell you, what do you do with it? Where do you learn it? How? There's an entire body of knowledge that you need to learn. Yes, this is the real Black Friday deal. It is, exactly. Happy Thanksgiving gift, exactly. Now, relationships has an exact science behind it. And as a result, what happens is what would happen to anyone that does not have the real source for a problem. Okay, what happens to somebody that doesn't have the real source for a problem? You can look at yourself. Look at yourself, have a look and see when you don't have the right source for the problem, what happens? Dodo, finally, I have something to buy this Black Friday. Exactly. And by the way, you can buy it as a gift for people. The best thing you can do for your friends, for your spouse, for your colleagues, for your staff, buy them this recording. Tell them to show up, bring people. Instead of you showing up and creating massive ripples, double it, bring a friend. You all already now understand how valuable it is. So bring people. Miriam, for some of us, we are not available. Do we have an opportunity to get this via recording or material? Yes, if you buy the online version, which is 350 Rand, $19, you will get a recording. Absolutely. Mariah, you create more problems. Yes. Poonam, it's done and it's going to be unbelievable. Yes, true. Good. I'll see you there. I'll see you there, Poonam. You're very welcome, Miriam. Okay, so let's have a look at what happens. If you're brave enough to look, you will see that any area of life which you're not doing well in is due to the use of a solution, not a real one, a solution, and that intensifies the problem, okay? When you don't have the real source for a problem, the problem gets bigger. You get into a bigger hole, you have bigger upsets, you have more physical issues. You'll notice that most people don't get healthier as they age. It kind of goes the other way around. Just like most people don't get wealthier as they age, it kind of goes the other way around, yes? Yeah, you're very welcome, Poonam. You used what you conceived as a shortcut, which means you operated without learning the full knowledge. That's a shortcut. And that shortcut, that solution, blows up the road and ensures you will never get to your destination. So instead of actually learning this body of knowledge that's available to you, putting in the time like I did, which was actually the best time, I would do it again a million times, putting in that time to learn and apply, you try to find another way. You try to find a shortcut around it. And then you just literally take yourself so off course because you destroy the course. Yes, true. Yes, Jenna. Yeah. Okay. Such shortcuts, let me give you some examples of shortcuts that people take. Okay. They lie, they cheat, they go to alcohol, they go to drugs, they go to promiscuity, etc. Okay, instead of actually handling the relationship with the person, you lie. Instead of actually having a good relationship with your studies in school, you cheat. You find your way around it. Instead of being the life of the party yourself and saying, why do I need alcohol to have fun? I can generate my own fun. I have a good relationship with my body and my friends. They go to alcohol and drugs because that's the only way I can party. You understand? Because instead of having good relationships with women or with men, they go to promiscuity. So it's a shortcut. You see that? And I have an amazing revelation for you about that, by the way, in the next line. But you can see why this is a shortcut, yes? Yeah. Yes, good. About 4 people can out of the 26. I'll take it. I'll take it. But if you're here, exhale. Okay? Yep, you're with me. Good. Okay. Here's the interesting thing. It's true that all of these are sins, yes? But they are committed in an effort to resolve relationship problems. The person that lies, that takes drugs or alcohol, What they're actually doing is they're just trying to solve a problem. They don't know how to solve this relationship issue. They don't know how to be the life of the party. So alcohol. They don't know how to make it in school. They're struggling with their relationships, with their studies. So they cheat. They're having issues with women. They just can't get it right. No woman seems to love them. So they go and be promiscuous. They're trying to solve the relationship issue and then commit a sin. Thank you so much for this insightful session. I have to leave. No problem, Miriam. You're very welcome. Thank you for being on. Callan, very true. Yes. Now, the purpose is good. The execution is terrible. Wow, never thought of it that way. Yeah, yeah. Now, without the knowledge of how to create, maintain, and correct relationships, you will not be happy, healthy, and wealthy. You see that. Shortcuts, quick fixes, and substitutes provide an apparent immediate relief. Yes, you have a bit of alcohol. It gives you a bit of a relief. Yeah, you cheated and you somehow got an A on your school tests. It's an immediate relief. Yeah, your parents don't get mad at you because you figured out a way around it. But there's only one problem. It's not a solution. It's a solution, which is a substitute for the real solution. It's not a real solution. Needless to say, almost, yes? Yes, true. Yeah, good. So what is your next step? Drinking alcohol, for example, does not solve the problem. It forces one to ignore and twist the problem, and you become a bigger effect of the problem. The problem only becomes bigger over time. You need to drink more each time. You want to go out less. You have less life energy yourself. And you need to always constantly be stuck to the bottle. So it's not the solution. And unlike a false solution, learning the science of how to create and maintain and fix relationships actually brings about the expected result. Yes, the dwindling spiral. This is why we're so confident to give a guarantee that has money back, meaning no risk for you. By the end of the series of seminars, you will know how to create, maintain, and fix most friendships and relationships, and as a result, become happier, healthier, and as a result, wealthier. There will be some that you say, I don't want to fix that relationship, but it will be you deciding, not you, oh, I got beat up by life, I don't know how. Most relationships you will be able to actually handle. Wow, amazing. Yeah, it really is. Wow, wow, wow. Major wow, yes. So what is the handling? What is your next step? I think you understand, yes? Firstly, I want to tell you that how I learned is what I told you, my father. I learned how to create these relationships. I studied my father, Mayor Ezra. By the age of 31, he made $100 million US deal in 3 months' time. He had a pretty good relationships with his clients and people that worked with him and the people that actually went and bought his product. After, for 7 years, other people couldn't buy that product. He went, struck up a relationship and a few others, $100 million. Super powerful. Yes. Mwah. He has companies across the globe. He's a philanthropist, having donated millions of dollars to charitable organizations. He's an investor and banker. By the way, he gets people off drugs. He saves relationships. He helps kids that don't know how to learn. Okay, I've seen it myself. And he's an investor and banker. He's the best father in the world, and I'm not biased. He has a parent academy that's reached over 1 million people. They've helped over 1 million people from the Parent Academy. It teaches all about relationships, the actual science of how to create, maintain, and fix relationships. You are the best, Ava. I love you. Mwah. You are a solid vision of what can be done, and this is so huge. Thank you, Pam, but anyone can. You just need to learn, really. Powerful stuff. Yes, Dodo. Amazing. Yes. He has the best relationships than anyone I know. True, Mariah. Yes. He's in incredible shape at 60. If you want to see the ideal body for a 60-year-old, I literally cannot keep up with him at the gym. I just cannot. Stamina-wise, weight-wise, he beats me, and he's 60 years old. That's a good relationship with a body, by the way. To work with him usually costs $45,000 a day, and you have the opportunity to work with him, be with him for 3.5 hours for $10 a day. It's truly an amazing opportunity. So that's your next step. Again, Friday, November 24th, live in Cape Town and streamed online, fully guaranteed. Create, maintain, and fix most friendships or relationships, and therefore be happier, healthier, and wealthier, guaranteed. Only $350 online, $19, and as low as $10 in person. Be there, invest in you, claim your present, which is really me saying to you, invest in yourself. Wow, wow, wow. I'm in. Yes. Good. That is today's webinar. I hope you learned something. I hope you've understood the value of relationships. I hope you now are aware of the fact that that is what you need and that it is possible for you, that you can apply this information, that it's not a stroke of luck, it's not the right family, it's not who you married, it's not looks, and it's not talent. It's simply something that you can learn, that you need to learn, and it's truly the key for everything. So all the excuses from this webinar alone should have been poof, wiped away. And that alone is more powerful than most people out there. Most people don't know what you now know. So be there on Friday. It will change your life, and it will change the life of everyone around you. So, Abba, very, very well done. Thank you. Callan, you're so welcome. Thank you for being here. Poonam, you're very welcome. Abba, mwah. Anthony, you're welcome. That's exactly what I have to do. Again, thank you both. I love you all. Thank you, Pam. I'll see you there. Gonna buy my ticket online right now. Thank you, Callan. Jenna, you're very welcome. You rocked it. Love your webinars. Thank you. You're very welcome, Jenna. Thank you. Anna, thank you so much, Gal. I love being on your webinars. You're such an inspiration. Wow, means a lot. Thank you. Thank you, Anna. Lots of love, Anthony. You're welcome, Poonam. You're welcome, Jerome. Thank you for being on. William, you're very welcome. So happy to have a seminar again since the fundamentals with you. I know, Harold, it's been so long. I'm going to be doing more, much more. See you on Friday. Yeah, absolutely, Jenna. You're very welcome. I'm looking forward to seeing you. Eva, you're welcome. And Dodo, see you on Friday. Very excited to have you all there. Thank you for being on today, and lots of love. Well done, and bye-bye, everyone. Thank you.